Let me tell you a harsh truth. Most teens are broke not because they do want to make money, but because they don't manage it. Think about it. How many times have you gotten money from allowance, a part-time job, or even a random birthday gift, and a week later, it's gone? You might be thinking, I wish I had more money. I wish I could make more money. But the real question is, are you managing the money you have right now? Because if you aren't, having more money won't change anything. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has holes in it. Having more money coming in doesn't fix the problem. It's a waste. And the problem is not making money. The problem is staying broke. And those are two different things. In this video, I'm going to share 5 reasons why most teens stay broke. And if you stick around, I'll give you one bonus reason at the end. So save this video for yourself. Don't let anyone else see it. Reason no. 1. Spending without intention. Imagine walking into a grocery store with $100. What do? You grab some snacks, maybe a soda, a hoodie, some shoes. But if you really sit down and think about it, do you really need all that stuff? Probably not. Most of the time we spend money without really thinking about it. We see something we like, we buy it. But when you start to pay attention to your spending, you realize something. Do you feel good after buying things? Yes. But is it worth spending your hard-earned money on something that makes you feel good for a day? Not really. When you start thinking about your spending, you realize that most of the things you buy are for instant gratification. They make you feel good in the moment, but in the long run, they're not worth the money. You know what sucks? Spending $100 on junk food, but feeling great afterward. Now imagine spending that same $100 on something that will actually make you feel good in the long run. Like a nice hoodie. That's what I call spending intentionally. And it's a superpower that you can use to become financially free. Reason number 2, thinking too small. Let's say you make $20 a week from your part-time job. You might think that's not a lot of money. In fact, you might think it's pointless to even try to save up. But here's the thing. $20 a week is $1,000 a year. That's crazy. Like imagine you're playing a game and every single day you earn 20 points. At the end of the month, you have 600 points. That's a lot of points, right? But in the grand scheme of things, not really. But then imagine if you keep playing the game for longer, like a whole year. At the end of the year, you would have 7,300 points. That's insane. And that's exactly what happens with money. When you start to think in terms of years instead of days, everything changes. Like you start to realize that $20 a week is actually a lot of money. So don't ever think that making small amounts of money is pointless, because over time it adds up to a lot. Reason number 3, no systems. When you have money, you have to give it a job. If you don't, it's just going to sit there and do nothing. Rich people always talk about paying themselves first. And that means whenever they get paid, they put some money aside before they do anything else. That way, their money is always working for them, even if they don't feel like it. So when you get money, you need to split it into 3 jars. The first jar is for spending. This is the money you can use to buy things that you want or need. The second jar is for saving. This is your cushion. It's the money you can use if something goes wrong. The third jar is for growing. This is the money you use to invest or to start a side hustle. Now, even if you only have $5 to put into each jar, that's okay. The point isn't how much money you have, it's that you have a system for managing your money. Reason number 4, copying the wrong people. On social media, everyone is a finance expert. There are a million different ways to make money, but not all of them are realistic for teens. A lot of people try to sell you on these get-rich-quick schemes. They talk about dropshipping or day trading crypto, but they don't really tell you how difficult it is. As a teen, you need to find ways to make money that are within your reach. Maybe you can flip clothes or sell digital products or build a small faceless content channel like mine. These are things that you can do even if you're just starting out. You don't need to dropship or day trade crypto to make money. Reason number 5, lack of patience. This is the big one. People quit too early. They'll post 10 TikToks and make no sales and stop. But the psychology of success says consistency beats intensity. You're not going to become famous overnight. You can't expect to post 10 videos and get 100,000 views. But if you stay consistent and keep posting videos, eventually you will blow up. Same thing with making money. If you want to be financially free, you need to be patient. You need to stay consistent. And here's the bonus reason. Making money is not your priority. For most teens, school comes first, then friends, family, hobbies, and then making money. But if you want to be financially free, you need to make money your priority. That doesn't mean you should drop out of school or neglect your friends and family. It just means that you should make a conscious effort to make money a priority in your life. You can do both. You can prioritize making money and still have a great life. If you're done being broke in 2025, write down in the comments,